another story because you're by yourself now. So use this time, take advantage of this. Take notes. Some people are just chilling with notebooks in front. I'm not gonna mention the name, but I'm just saying, by the time you take the page and go home, you will forget what I'm saying. Guaranteed. You can take videos, pictures, whatever you want. But when you get home, I know you're gonna forget. Guaranteed. Okay, moving on. And this is why, thank you very much, sir, thank you. So this is why, if I'm saying a due date is a due date, it's non-negotiable, unfortunately, because I have expanded and repeated the same thing. So, life happens, guys. Moving on. I'm repeating this again. With the sharps, goes down and ends battle. Then you go the other way. Father, Charles, sharp. This is my order of sharps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Order of flats, I start with this way, battle, ends, and down goes Charles. Father, go back like this. B flat, E flat, all of these are flattened. Then I put my numbers underneath, 4, 5, 6, 7. You can make this a table. Very important table. You will know all keys that exist in the history of mankind. All here. If they ask you, please write descending A flat major scale in B flat with key signature or without. You find that note, where's A flat? There it is. How many accidentals? 4. Which accidentals?
B flats.
Flats, and there you read from this side, 1, 2, 3, 4. If it's sharps, they ask you write a B major scale ascending on treble clef without key signatures. You find B, it's not this one, it's this one. Which ones?
Sharps.
Sharps, and there's 5 sharps. Then you read from this way, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Those will be your notes. Okay, I'll just park this here and move on. Now, let's practice it. There's this thing. If they say with key signatures, you need to write these next to the clef in a certain way. Sharps. Father, you write it here because every good boy doesn't fight. Remember, as I said, if you're reading from left to right, those are your accidentals. Father, Charles, goes down and ends battle. You have to write it like this. If it's with key signature, if the question says with key signature, but it depends obviously with the key, what's this thing, the scale they ask you. If they say write a major scale, you know A major has 3 sharps. So you will only write 1, 2, 3. You don't write the rest. Only those 3. So it depends how many. But I'm writing the maximum so that you know at least this is the order. Okay. 1 down, up, 2, 3, 2. 2, 3, 2. If you don't know how to write it with key signature. So if a scale has 2, 4, 6, 7. If a scale has 7 accidentals, what scale is it? What note does it start on? C sharp. Okay, so this will definitely be your C sharp scale. Now, if I write my C sharp scale starting from C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, do I still need to write my accidentals on there?
No.
No, because it's taken care of.
Yes.
But what do I still need to add here? Sorry?
Semitones.
Semitones, yes, thank you very much.
And 4.
Semitones, you can't write a scale without those. You can't, they penalize you. And that's your scale. Now, continuing onwards, we said we are building chords, triads on a scale. So we'll go C, E, G. Always skip one. Like this. The scale is first year MGPV. This, as soon as you're going vertical now, second year. Okay, there it is. Now we're talking chordal scales, triads. So capital C sharp, colon. Then you ask, what are the degrees in this scale? So what are the degrees? Can you name me at least the names in terms of degrees? Tonic, supertonic,
Tonic, mediant, dominant, supermediant, unitone.
Exactly. So those are the technical degrees. If the question says write the technical degrees, that's what you need to name. If they ask you to write the Roman figures of the chords, then you know what to do. Okay. Now, then I said in that other class, writing them like this for now. Fix it. Back to one. What determines the tonality of a triad or chord? What determines the tonality? Tonality means major, minor, in other words, the type of chord. The type of chord, major, minor, augmented, diminished. If the question says, what is the tonality of this chord? What is the type? What type of chord is this? Is it major or minor, diminished or augmented? Okay. So do you see how we're building here? Started with a table. We went with key signature. We wrote a scale, semitones. We built the triad. Wrote the Roman figures. Now we're asking tonality. So if you miss whatever's before, and all of a sudden, boom, 4-part harmony, right? This. What's going on? So you need to actually like follow the whole chronology of the work. It's accumulative. It goes like this. Okay, so you need to know those blocks, those scales, Father Charles, in order to answer these questions. Okay, moving on. So that asks you, what is the type of chord? And I asked you guys now, what determines the type of chord?
Roman numerals.
So yeah.
I think it's Roman numerals.
Okay. Okay. Anyone else? She says the third, he says the Roman figures. Anyone else? Yes. Exactly. It's the intervals, the distance between two notes. Okay, so you are sort of there, but not really there. Because if you say the third or the fifth, I can ask you what determines the third? Intervals. Okay, so the intervals tell you, the intervals will tell you the tonality. Okay, intervals. Intervals are the distance between two notes. Distance between two notes. Then I further ask you, just a side question, what determines intervals? What determines an interval? Semitones. Semitones, chromatic scale. Do you see what I'm saying now? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. For example, distance between two notes. They ask you, there's C and there's G. What is the interval between C and G? C, E, C, D, E, F, G, 5. You start on the note. But when you're counting a chromatic scale, or chromatically, you start from the next one. But for interval, you start on the note. It can be confusing, but it's just something you have to know. Because in life, you just say 1, because that's a distance. Intervals, you say 1, this is a note. This is a step. Then this is 2. So just bear in mind of that. This is a 5th interval. Okay? And then you ask yourself, what type of 5th? We'll talk about that afterwards. Okay? And then here, I ask you, what is the distance between this C and this E? 3. Okay, it's a 3rd distance. Okay. So you, and then I ask you, what is the distance between E and G?
3.
It's also 3, a 3rd. Okay. I'm happy with that. A 3rd. Now, a 3rd and a 3rd doesn't give me the tonality. So in terms of intervals, if I say this is a 3rd and this is a 3rd, I still don't know whether the chord is diminished, major, minor, But the semitones will tell me that in terms of tonality. Okay, so let's count now from C to E using our piano, semitones. Here's my C. Okay, I want to go to E. Here's my G there. So the distance from here to there, semitone, you don't count from C now, you count the next one. 1, 2, 3, 4. So between here and here, distance in terms of semitones is 4. Okay, here's my 4. Now from E to G in terms of semitones, 1, 2, 3, it's 3 in terms of semitones. Now guess what? For all chords of this nature, major chords will always have a pattern of 4-3. For example, if I'm building a chord from B flat here, and I want it to be a major 3rd B flat, I need to apply the same method. It will still be the same. So if I want B flat major now, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it will be B flat, it will be D. I need to count 3 semitones now to get to my 5th. 1, 2, where is it now? D. Did I draw this right? No, this is D, sorry. I need to actually start here. 1, 2, 3. So there's my B flat. 1, 2, 3, 4, D. B flat. B flat, D. Now I'm going to my F, which is here. So from this D, 1, 2, 3 to my F, 3. So now you're seeing a pattern here happening. And that pattern is all major triads have a pattern of 4 and 3. 4 between the root and the 3rd, and then 3 semitones between the 3rd and the 5th. Let's go back here, C, E, G. Between this note and this note is 4 semitones. It will automatically be a major. From here to there, 3 semitones. That's a major triad right there. If that makes sense. Who's confused? Okay, let's do another one. If you see, let's do this one. If you see on the scale that you've built now, I'm starting on, what note is this?
C. C sharp.
C sharp. Okay. What's the next one?
E. E sharp. E sharp.
E sharp. What's this one?
G sharp.
Do the same thing. I want to find out the tonality of this chord. I want to know if it's a minor, major chord, or what chord is this? I can play it, yes, but what is it? Again, I go to my piano. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I'm coming from C sharp. There's my C sharp. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, C sharp is there. What note is this?
F.
F. F is equivalent to E sharp. Here's my E. Raised once, it becomes F
E sharp.
natural. So this is technically F. So there's my F. Or E sharp. Next one is G. One, where is it now? So C sharp, E sharp, G sharp, sorry. 1, 2, 3. There's my G sharp. So there's 3 here and there's 4 there. 4, 3 will always equal a major. In terms of figuring now, if something is a major, is it small letter or big letter?
Big letter. Big letter.
Big letter. That's how you find out then this is correct. Okay, moving on to the next one. Let's determine the tonality of this now so that we can figure it. Okay, let's find out. I'll write the method here quickly. Minus is 3, 3, 3, 4. Augmented is 4, 4. Diminished is 3, 3. Okay, so please know this. Note it down somewhere, it's going to help you. To find out the tonality, those steps here will determine the tonality. So if you're looking at a chord and you want to determine what type of chord it is, you will use this. Okay, let's go to the next one. Okay, what are these notes? What's the first one here?
D sharp.
Yes.
F sharp. A sharp.
Okay. Piano again. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. I want to determine the tonality of this now. I don't know what type of chord this is. D sharp. There's my D, donkey. D sharp is here. F sharp is here. A sharp is there. I'm just fast tracking now because I'm sure you know how to do that. D sharp, F sharp, A sharp. We follow the same thing, semitones. Let's find out. From here, 1, 2, 3. 3. So I know already. Eliminate this one with the 4. Eliminate this one. None of these ones. It can either be this or this. 3, 3. Let's find out the next one. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4.
Minor.
Boom. This is a minor triad, minor chord. So now you say, in terms of figuring, it can't be capital. It needs to be small letters. It's minor. Then you fix this. Boom. Done. Okay, move on to the next one. Who's confused with this?
Sir,
Yes.
can I ask, do you start counting from the note itself?
Yeah. But only for intervals.
Only
Yeah, but chromatic, you say 1, 2. Next one. So we've done 1, 2, 3 now. That is E sharp, G sharp, and B sharp. I'm using this intentionally because I want you to get familiar with B sharp and E sharp. Because E sharp is equivalent to F. B sharp is equivalent to C. That's why I'm using the scale intentionally. Moving on. Okay, you go on your piano, E sharp. There's my E sharp here. F natural. G sharp here. B sharp is C. Here. So I'm going from 1, 2, 3. Let's find out this chord. So from here, 1, 2, 3. Then from there to there, 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4.
Minor chord.
So this is a minor chord. Then we fix that figuring to small letters. 1, 2, 3, dot, dot, dot. Are you getting it now? Is it coming? Is it?
Yes.
Okay. Moving on to the next one. I'm gonna skip. These. I'm gonna go to this one. So I'm gonna do the leading tone now. I'm seeing B sharp, D sharp,
F sharp.
F sharp. my piano.
Yes.
B sharp, this is my 3 black notes. B sharp is here because there's B. B sharp is there. B sharp is equivalent to C. D sharp, D and sharp. F sharp,
sharp.
there's my F sharp. Count the distance. 1, 2, 3. It's 3. 1, 2, 3. 3. So this becomes diminished. Yes. Your leading tone is always diminished, FYI. For anything, wherever you write it, in anything whatsoever, all 7 chords will always be diminished. Put a circle for diminished. Because if you don't put that circle, it's a minor. You're saying it's a minor. What do you do if it's augmented? If it's augmented, you put a plus sign. For example, if you have chord 3, plus sign. Augmented chords are always capitals. Diminished are always small letters. Okay, and it's all the same thing. Augmented, because this is major, the root and the third are major, capital. The next one, major, third as well, augmented. It's always this number here at the end that determines what type of major it is, what type of minor it is, you see. Any questions? No questions. Okay, now, moving on. You further expand this same concept to voicing. You further expand this concept to voicing. And I told you yesterday there's 2 types of voicings. There's open and there's closed. Closed voicing, you have 1 note in the bass. So let's say we want chord 4 for closed voicing. I start with my root, it is F sharp. We write our F sharp. There. I'm going to put it without key signature because there's no space for this, but I'll put accidentals next to it. F sharp. So I'm done with my F sharp. Boom. Now I need to write the 3rd and the 5th. A sharp and C sharp. I'll start my C sharp here. C sharp. Let me not put it across. I'll put my C sharp here. I'll put my A here. And then I need to double the root, which is the F sharp. I'll give my sopranos that. Nice, it's well spaced. But you can also you have freedom to put it together as well. You can also do that. This is closed voicing. 1 note in the bass. Open voicing, you have 2 voices here, 2 voices here. Bass, tenor, alto, soprano. Okay, so if you were doing open, F sharp, I'll double it already with the tenors, so I'll put it here. F sharp, then I have my C sharp here, and then I have my A sharp here. This is open, this is closed. Most importantly, tell me that it's C sharp, major because it's capital. And what chord is this, degree wise? If I want to put figures now below this, what do I do? What's my figuring for these chords?
You need to do the bottom.
So what's the figuring for this? What do I put here for this chord?
You have to cut the
So I have F
intervals.
sharp. What is this?
S.
C sharp. C sharp. I have A sharp. If I rearrange this, it becomes what? Remember remember, you'll get chords jumbled up because you're swapping everything. But you need to structure it in a way that does this. Sorry? Shimshma? Yes, so what's the figuring? Chord 4, yes, correct. It's chord 4. Now, is it major or minor?
It's a major.
Major. Correct. Because all primary chords are major. 1, 4, 5 is always major, yes.
I have a question. How would you apply that like musically? Why would I, for example, choose an open voicing, or like, why would I choose a closed voicing?
Second year.
Let's say you are running a choir. Then you have to write music for the singers.
But like in terms of picking, when should I pick an open voicing and when should I pick it?
No, the question will state. Please, if you check worksheet 2, I think it's in worksheet 2, yeah, check worksheet 2. That's why I'm teaching this, because I'm going to ask for worksheet 2 to be done. That's why I'm explaining all of this. Then you're going to do it in worksheet 2. So they will tell you, this is open voicing, or please do this in open voicing. And this, what I teach you now, is what you have to do. You understand? And the question will say, this is closed voicing. And they will write the notes and they'll say, find the figuring of this. So you're doing it the other way around. Understand it? Am I answering you? I feel like I'm not satisfying you here.